Welcome back. Welcome home. Episode 308. Dude. Dave?
Yeah.
We're starting off with another video.
I love it. I love when you're prepped for a video right out the gate.
What's up, bastards? We're going drone hunting. Seen a lot of bullshit online. I'm here to get the facts. As you can see, I didn't pick just any day. I was hoping for the full moon. Looks like they're seeding the clouds. We're not gonna stop, though. The destination today? West Milford. Over 60 sightings.
No way.
In the past 2 days. We're not playing around, dude. We're going until we find something. Current location, Route 80,
You're sick.
North New Jersey. We're right by Teterboro Airport.
Okay.
Known for, kind of some crazy flights. Ever heard of the Lolita Express? Well, it's a little bit spooky.
That was
out here.
Teterboro? Oh my God, Mike.
So far, skies are clear. I think we got to get a little bit more south to where the hot spots are. And I've got, various intel about the hot spots of where these sightings are happening. Some connections, but I can't say those on video, so you guys are going to have to just trust me.
You're sick. You're so sick.
What the fuck is that? Holy shit. Holy fuck, what is that? Holy shit. Bro!
O'Hagan career coaching, guys. It's Mikey. It's no job Mikey after college.
Oh.
That was me. Sending all the resumes out there and no one calling back.
Not a one.
I don't want that to be you. I want you to go to Coach O at O'HaganCareerCoaching.com and he's going to tell you what to do to get that job, to ace that big game, that test, answer those questions in the right way. How are you going to dress? How are you going to talk? How are you going to follow up on the interview? He's got it all. He has 30 years of experience and he's passing it all down now. And that's what you got to do if you're trying to win.
Give it away.
Go to O'HaganCareerCoaching.com.
Boom.
Anytown Actors Lab. Dave,
Come on, man.
what is acting?
Acting to me
A
is
dying art form.
oh, sorry.
Dying art form.
It is.
Now you can go.
Okay. Living truthfully under imaginary circumstances.
Yes.
Do you want to live truthfully under imaginary circumstances?
I do.
Do you watch movies and you're like, dude, how do they do this? How does Timothy Chalamet look like Bob Dylan, but also like appear like, I don't know, he's like living, it's like real, like Bob Dylan's alive again.
AI.
It's AI. No, it's not. We're still somehow fighting AI and we're still acting. We're still pursuing the craft of acting. Guys, if you want to learn how to act, you don't know where to go. I do. I know where to go. AnytimeActorsLab.com is the only place I would send you guys. Well, a complication. So check it out, Adam Louder. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, he is possibly enrolling students right now in a real like in-person class. If not, if you're somewhere else in the world, anywhere, not just the US, in the world, you can Zoom with him one-on-one. He's taking free consultations. Go check him out, AnytimeActorsLab.com. Woo!
Shout out to the patrons.
Patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast.
Guys, it's the best way to support us. If you want to throw us a bone,
The best way.
if you rock with what we do,
If
and
you
wanna
like Mike,
help us out.
if you like Dave,
It's the best way
it's the only way.
to just throw a coffee, man. Just $1.
Give
Costs
us a
nothing,
dollar.
man. We're struggling.
No, we're not. We're very blessed.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm financially struggling. And I'd really appreciate it. Patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast.
Boom. What is that, bro? It looks like a Dune or like a Doom animation, like an old like PC game animation, dude. You are funny.
That was a drone.
Wow.
That was a drone.
You went out there looking for drones. Did you see anything? I know what you captured on camera, but did you see anything the camera couldn't capture?
Look, buddy.
You tell me, because I've been seeing some shit.
I gotta be.
Because I'm on this side of it.
I gotta show you. I gotta present. Look.
How do you explain
Yesterday, hey, let me just send a message to my brother.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm done hearing about the drones. Because all day he's just sending me just
Drone videos?
just things about the
Drone
drone.
footage?
He's like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
but I think this is like, I don't want to hear it. But then I got so pissed because I was just a non-believer
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Yeah. You're a
And I was
skeptic.
like,
You're always a
yeah,
skeptic.
of course I'm a skeptic.
You're naturally
I'm
a
like,
skeptic.
dude, reality is reality,
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm done. I'm going drone hunting. I'm going.
I love it.
This is reality now. 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone's an expert now. So I'm an expert.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
So I went on my little trip, man. And let me tell you, there was not even anything. I drove for 2 hours.
No way.
There was nothing.
Really?
That was one plane I saw. Just one plane.
How'd you know it was a plane?
Because trust me, it was a plane.
What is
But
it?
like, I literally was like, I was so confused because I'm like, there's nothing. I don't even see planes out. There's nothing going on. And then I get home and I'm all pissed. And then you know what I hear?
What?
I just hear. I'm like, what the fuck is that? The ground's shaking. I go to my backyard door. I open it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Just the biggest helicopter flies over my house.
Dude, there's helicopters
And I'm like, what
out.
the fuck's going on?
Yeah, nice.
And then I start like looking around, and like I like now I'm starting to look, and I'm like, hey, why is that thing going like? And I'm like, what's happening? And I'm looking up, like, there's something up there. I don't know what's going on.
So now,
And I was I'm like, oh my god! Like right when I got home, I'm like, oh my god, they're everywhere.
they're here. They're here.
But they looked very strange.
I'm telling you.
They did look strange. Now, I don't know what it is.
Can I get my side?
You could give your side, yeah.
Because I went out for a run. This was like the second day.
Yeah.
That people were like, oh, there's drone. That I got wind of it on
Yeah.
on X, not Twitter, formerly Twitter.
Just say Twitter. I'm done. No X. We don't want to say X.
X.
No.
Sponsored by X. So corny of a name, worst name you could have picked. So I go outside for a run. It's like 11:30 at night. So it's like almost midnight.
Yeah.
And I got home late. I was kind of lazy. I'm like, dude, F this. I'm going running. My wife was like already sleeping. I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
I'm getting a run. Yeah. So I get my little shoes on. I go outside and I just start looking around. And I'm telling you, I'm in my driveway. I look up. Now we live by a airport, like the flight. I think it's from not from Teterboro, from Newark.
Yeah.
It goes right above us.
Yeah.
So I see planes all the time going over the building.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a plane. As I'm looking this way, there's one here and then one like northeast of me, right? And I'm like, there's never these many in the sky, and it's not a plane because a plane moves. This one's just kind of, and it's not fading, and it's not getting bigger. It's just kind of chilling, and then it's kind of drifting, slow drift. I'm like, it's not a plane. So I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, so I'm going on this run. I'm just in the dark, like 11:30 at night, 12 o'clock at night. I'm like looking for drones, dude. One of the best runs I ever had because I was like, let's get me home. But I was blown away because I'm like, dude, this could be drones.
Yeah.
And if it's drone, so this is the theory I've come up with after my limited research. I believe these drones are an alien.
Are an alien?
They're not alien.
Okay. Yeah.
No, it's one of two things.
I thought you said are an alien.
So,
I'm like,
so
hold on.
So I believe two things. The one I believe like probably like 70% is it's man-made craft, and people in their garages are messing with us right now.
Yeah.
The other 30% of me believes they are alien life forms. I don't believe from another country because I think that we would have smoked them. I think, and what I heard this, and this could be true or not true. I told Albert to look at it because he's got drones.
Yeah.
I said, throw your drone in the air tonight, see if it works. If you see another light, like throw it up. I don't know. I didn't talk to him. But
he's gone now.
What I heard was people are trying to lift their. What if it was just Albert in his garage, like, it's like scaring everybody in Totowa?
I'm losing connection.
Yeah. But I heard you throw your drone up in the air, it like gets killed, like it loses its signal and it just drops to this. Yeah, that's what I heard on X.
Okay.
Corny. But that's what I believe.
Okay.
I'm more likely people are seeing planes and freaking out, and there's other people with drones messing around.
My problem is,
Is it the size of buses?
It
though?
is to the point where what grinds my gear is when the planes are like, touch the drone. I'm
when
like,
it's a plane.
no, it's a plane.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And I hate that just like everyone's an expert thing now. People are like, that's a plane. Like, you don't know anything.
Dude, I had to
we
put it
don't know
down.
anything.
I had to put Twitter down because I was freaking out a little bit.
I know.
I was starting to get panicked.
The more people talked about it, I'm like, I just want to not hear about it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
I
even
need it
I
to
do
go
that,
away.
and I hear about it from everyone.
I know.
You know?
I know.
But I will be real. Like, when I got home, I was like, I started looking outside. I'm like, because I'm looking, same thing, like the flight paths, normal flight paths.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, and it's above my house as
You
well.
see it, yeah.
And even the occasional helicopters always comes up for some reason. And I'm watching this plane go, and I'm like, look at that. It's a normal plane. And I see it going across the sky, and I'm like, yep, that's normal. And then I see it going to the distance, and I'm like, what?
That's
why?
not normal.
I'm like, hey, why is it going like this, like turning, and then
Yes.
like going like that,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
not a
going
plane.
like this?
That's not a
all the
plane.
way back. I'm
That's
like,
not a plane.
well, that plane's not going anywhere.
I saw one last night on a run, dude.
Yeah.
Not a normal flight pattern either. And it's low as hell. And it's not going down.
Yeah, it's not going up like a plane.
It's
just like-
chilling low.
Yeah,
And it was
low.
big. And I'm like, what
don't
is
know.
how do we explain that?
I have a video I took of one that was like weird as hell, and I saw it like it was like the back of it, and I see it like flying like forward kind of, and I see it going like
Yeah, but-
and I'm like, no planes are doing that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a helicopter.
if you were
And why are they all at night?
if you were nefarious, if you were like, I have a fleet of drones.
Yeah,
If I'm from another planet, if I'm from another
Yeah.
country, and I'm trying to like,
but
just let me get it out.
Okay, get it out.
Would you put lights on the drone? Because all of them have lights.
Yeah,
They all have lights,
Yeah.
dude.
yeah, makes no sense.
I'd be like stealth.
Yeah,
Oh, it's all about not being seen.
100%.
So that makes no sense.
Well, I guess
Unless they're trying to stir us up.
Yeah, I guess technically there's like, yeah, like that doesn't make any sense. But if it was the military or something, then it makes sense because you have to have lights on it for it to be legal or
Well,
whatever.
the stealth bombers, they don't have.
they
don't-
do.
they have
Well,
lights?
stealth bombers aren't just like surveillance. Those are like attack things.
Yeah,
no?
but if you're doing surveillance in like, I don't know, another country, if you're going to Brazil to do surveillance, you're not like putting lights on the thing.
yeah, no, that's not a thing.
Right?
But in your own country, yeah, probably.
So you think it's the government?
I think it's the government doing probably military testing.
Oh, military.
stuff.
So that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah.
But they just don't want to tell us that?
But there's also people were.
Why wouldn't they tell us that?
Did you know they're actually doing like FedEx has drones and shit dropping packages off already?
Dude, maybe it's that. Maybe people
That's what my
dropping
mom was saying. I was
packages.
like, that kind of makes sense. But also, yeah, the lights don't make sense. But also drones, like, you know, like camera drones with the little propeller thingies,
That's
four
what I'm
of them.
talking about with Albert.
Look, I've seen people put up videos of those drones, and I'm saying, and they say it's the drones. I'm like, no,
It's not
that's complete. Drones don't have to be like the fucking camera thing.
that. Okay.
There's like actual military drones that are like, they look like a tiny plane, or they look weird. They look like
They look
weird,
strange.
weird designs. You know what I mean?
So it's military aircraft.
Well, they have like some.
Because I've seen ones that look like planes.
Yeah, there's one that looks like a plane. Yeah, look
With the wings back
yeah,
like
with the wings like
this.
that.
Yeah.
It's like the Patera Dynamics
It looks like a
XP4.
It looks like a penguin took flight.
Someone said that they like matched the picture of it to the one in
It's
one of
that.
the, and it looks like one of those. And those are recently are being tested or something by the military. But who knows? But
could be
also, but it's also kind of funny too when you think about it. It's like, oh, the military's like trying to like test some shit probably for like maybe something from like across the seas or something,
Right.
For operation. But everyone's like, what are these drones? And it's just giving away everything
But I heard it's in
to like the world.
I heard it's in like Argentina. It's happening and stuff. Is that true?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or am I? But
didn't
I
hear about
also
that.
heard. I also saw.
Hey, we heard anything. We've heard anything.
I heard.
Dude.
I heard on X. It's they're carrying nuclear. There's lost bombs from
Yeah,
the
there's
Ukraine,
a lost nuclear missile
There.
Yeah.
and then one of
There's
the
a
drones
there's
has,
a lost nuke. Yeah.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Hey, we're in a.
There's a lost nuke.
Hey, this is the new Call of Duty campaign. Go find the nuke.
Just like, why even tell us? You know, if you were gonna smoke us, with
I
a
feel
nuke-
like they should have told us.
no, bro. I don't want to know any of this, dude.
I wanna know.
You're gonna hit me with a bomb on
What
my
if
head.
they just say like, "Hey,
Don't
what
tell
if,
me.
What if they just sent a flyer to like a thing in your mail? Said we're gonna be flying drones from here to here.
Oh, that?
Yeah, like that kind of thing.
You just tell us that.
Yeah.
If it's just like, oh, I'm testing some stuff.
Someone for sure is now like screwed. Like, oh fuck.
we kind of dropped the
The guy
ball
that
on
made the
this.
decision not to tell anyone.
Yeah, because now there's gonna be dudes in like West Milford shooting their guns
Oh,
at the
yeah.
thing over holidays.
I love that Trump was just like, yeah, we should just shoot it down. And everyone's like, what?
He said that?
Huh? Yeah, he said, we don't know. If you don't know what it is, then shoot it down. It's like, hey, wait, hold up.
Hold on. Dude, that's wild. But the White House said like it's not human.
Yeah, that's also...
Why say that?
And it's also weird. They're like, they're not malicious.
How do you know that? Hey, dude, if it's not human, how do you know? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Too much.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
This is my opinion, and take it or leave it. Just forget about it all. Just forget about it all. Just go on about your day. Just
no one's going to forget, Dave.
Keep your eyes down. That's what I'd say, you know? Like, don't look up in the sky for a little while. They'll go
It's so
away.
ridiculous how distracted just humans are.
We all freaked out.
I think it's becoming like we used to say like, oh, like we're always on our phones. We're always doing. I hear that less now.
Yeah.
You know, we're like, oh, it's going to get to the point where like we're zombies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like we're there. We're there, dude.
I know it's scary.
We never talk about it. Now I look at I'm like on my I get like the screen time and shit.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
6-7 hours.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like, dude,
bro. Oh yeah, bro.
it's over.
Well, that's
like-
you were saying you went to the cafe without it, right?
Yeah,
You set it
I just had
down?
to put it down because I'm like,
How did
dude,
it feel? Just to be at the cafe. No distractions.
you know what it is? It's like it really doesn't feel like anything, and that's a problem. Because if you think about it, it is simply just you're not looking at something, and instead you're just standing, looking at the wall.
You're not being fed stimulus. You have to like find it in your day
Yeah.
when you set the phone down. Because
Yeah.
the phone's like, here, crazy.
I think the problem is my reaction to it. It's like, oh, like, yeah, it's just looking at stuff. It's like, I don't know. It's just, it makes me feel like numb.
the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Or like
me too.
now that if I don't have it, I'm like, oh, well, I just feel like nothing's interesting,
Wow.
you know?
How long do you not have it for?
Maybe like 15 minutes.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe you need more time without it,
Yeah,
and you'll start
yeah.
to feel again.
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I was at Staples today.
Mm.
Holiday season. Everyone's pissed. People trying to run each other over in the parking lot. I had to take so my wife, she did this thing, and I love her so much. She did this thing where our dog had a little back issue. She got stairs for it, right? And he's been chilling. He's been doing good with the stairs. But now we got a new bed because she had back issues. So now we have a new bed that's taller.
Yeah.
So now little Teddy can't get up on the bed by himself.
Poor
She
Teddy.
goes, I know what we're going to do. We're going to get a taller set of stairs. Look at this. Beep, boop, beep. I got it. Sends to the house. Start putting it together. It's the same exact height as the last set of stairs, right? So, of course, he doesn't want to use them. It's the same set. It doesn't matter. He's got to jump. So today, I have no time to do this. I'm like, I have zero time to do this. But she says, stop by Staples and can we return the stairs? And I'm like, we don't have the box. Like, they're not going to take it. Like, what?
You just have the stairs.
Yeah, I just have a set of inflated. Because it's like the kind of thing where like you pop the package and it inflates. Like it's foam. It's that foam that inflates.
Yeah.
It
You gotta like
kinda
vacuum
solid.
seal it.
Yeah, vacuum seal. So of course, now I have a giant thing that's olive green that she spent like $80 on for the color that I have to hold in Staples like this. While the woman in front of me online, there was only one person in front of me. She had the guy's ear. There was only one cashier
Oh, of course.
at I mean,
course.
who works at Staples anymore? Yeah. It's like it's run by the people. Like there's no one working. You know what I mean? Like, you ever go to Staples?
Wait, is this the one on 17?
No. This is on in Clifton.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I'm sitting there. I'm like, there's only one person
Yeah,
working here. Like for real, I got this
It's a
thing in my
problem.
hand. My arms are shaking because I was at the gym, like throwing like punches for an hour. So I'm holding this dumb thing. I'm like cursing, dude. I'm like, just please, lady, just move, just move. And like Christmas music is playing in the background and stuff. She gets every coupon you could possibly think
Oh, the best.
is available.
Yep.
And keeps asking, is there another one? Well, I have this scan. Can you scan this? Is that going to take $10 off this purchase or the next purchase? Oh, it's points? What do points mean? Tell me about your points. And I'm like, just move. And finally she moves. And then I'm like, he's like, oh, beep. I give him the stairs and I leave. But I was thinking on the way out, like, I'm a sick fool. Like, I was thinking about the holidays, right? I didn't have my phone in my hand. I was just present. And I turned into like, I'm like Scrooge. You know what I mean? Like I'm like the guy who's like, it's Christmas, buddy, and you're so for that like split second, you were just like, dude, I was so mad during the holidays, bro.
Yeah.
And it's such a time where I want to be merry on the holidays. What's the purpose of the holidays?
Mm.
Because it doesn't. I don't have the holiday spirit going yet, and I want to get it going. Instead, I'm like biting my lip at Staples, holding the dog stares. Like, how when you grow up, do you still hold on to like the magic of the holidays? What is the purpose? I think it's to like slow down. I think it's to remind you like to give, not receive, to give, to be patient with others, to love what you got, to remember. Yeah, there's just a lot. There's a lot that goes in the holidays, but it's a lot of crazy driving, a lot of like, you got into an accident, no?
Yeah.
Like a little fender bender, but
Yeah,
like, thank
dude.
God it wasn't crazy. But that's my point.
Friday the 13th, dude.
Friday the 13th, there's traffic everywhere.
And it's, of course, dude, I'm telling you, it's like the night before I called my brother and I was like, dude, life is like so good right now, man. Like, I feel like the happiest I've ever been in my life. Like, I feel like everything's going so great. The potential is
So
there.
funny,
Like,
man.
things are growing. And then, like, the next day, going to my cousin's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Fabrizio.
Yeah. And just going, I'm like, I'm laughing at a funny podcast. I'm just like, and then dude just goes right into me. I'm like, you know what I mean? But immediately I just like turn the shit off. I'm like, here we fucking go.
Oh,
Here we fucking go.
you locked back in?
Yeah, and I got out of the car. Of course, it's a van.
Did you run up to it?
No, I just walked out. You know what I did? I didn't even go up to it. I just pulled out my phone
I love
and I
it.
started calling.
I love it, man. like an adult.
Because I was like, hey, your boy just paid the car off.
Ah,
And now I'm real pissed. And the collision insurance I just took off last month. So now I'm real pissed. You know? And of course, just four Mexicans.
careful. Ah.
Four Mexicans jump out the van. All right.
No, we don't know. We don't know.
No, trust me, they couldn't speak English.
We don't.
And wasn't his car.
I think we should bleep this.
It was his boss's car. No, dude, this is reality.
It was his boss's car.
Yeah.
That's trouble.
And of course he's trying to get me to like, he's like, oh, like he was looking at it like, oh, it's okay. Like, oh,
How bad was
let
it?
me know you're a mechanic.
How bad was it?
It's just the little side panels kind of dented. My tire is like scraped.
Take a look. I want to see it.
Scraped and then like, you know, paint's off in one part and it's kind of dented and
Yeah.
got to replace the panel and the plastic and the
Yeah.
shit. He's like, oh, just let me know you're a mechanic. And I'm like, no. Huh?
You're like 911.
And he kept trying to be like, no, please. Like, I'm like, look, buddy, like, I understand. Maybe like a couple years ago, if I had a shittier car,
Yeah.
I'd be like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
give me the
Yeah,
money.
you just got this car, man.
Yeah. But like, and you know what ran through my head? I'm like, oh, if there's like, if this is like cosmetic, like, I'm like, oh, it's just cosmetic. And then like
Later, there's
a year ago,
leak or
later,
something.
like
Your axle's all.
yeah, my axle's fucked up and I got to replace
yeah,
my whole front. I'm
no.
like, I'm not dealing with this.
No.
I'm not doing it.
No.
I'm done. I just told the guy, like, look, man, I just bought the car. I paid the car off. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is what I got to do.
Yeah. That's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he came back like 20 different times, like trying to like do that. And I was waiting for the cops. And I was just sitting there like, you know what? It's fine. So I was just on the phone doing all the shit. And
Yeah. Life goes on, man.
Yeah. Went
Life
to go,
goes
had
on.
a good dinner, and that's it, you know?
See?
But yeah, that was like a very controlled, very, you know, because I would have been very pissed, I think, more in the past. But
When
that was a
something-
very controlled
Yeah. That was very controlled.
experience.
When something like that happens to you where life kind of like literally hits you or
Yeah.
just whatever, something drops out of the sky and just
Yeah.
lands in your lap.
Oh,
Do you hold.
I forgot that. Sorry.
No, go right
I forgot that. I don't know how I calmed this like rage in me down when I called the police.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
make it easier to call the police. For real. Because I called 3 places, 3 towns
What?
near me, no answer.
Bro.
And then I called the Kearney police, and it was some lady. And I was like, hey, I'm on the turnpike right next to the exit here. Like, I just got hit.
Oh, no.
And she's like, I can't hear you. And if you want this to work, you're going to have to speak clear
Oh.
and you're going to have to tell me what you need.
Oh.
Like immediately. And I was like, huh? And then I realized it was like my phone was connecting to the car and
So
then
you
connecting
could- yeah,
back.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, just give me 1 second. Like my phone's connect. And she's like, this is ridiculous. Like, I can't believe, like, she's like, if you want to file, if you want to do this, you have to be on the phone. Like, what are you doing?
God.
And I'm like, I was about to freak out, but I was like, you know what? I was like, oh, I need an officer. I got in an accident. I just told her, I spit it out. I was like, I'm done. I'm not dealing with that because the energy was so bad. I was like, this is the people helping us. These are the people helping us.
This is when it's hard to take high roads.
Yeah.
This is hard. That's when it's hard to
And
take
you thought
high
it was done there.
roads. Oh no.
It turned into, oh, I'm going to forward you here. Let me forward you there. Oh, you know what? This is actually, it's on the turnpike. It's a state issue. Oh, you're going here. And it's just like, I'm going 50 different places. I'm outside in the cold.
Yeah, come save
10
me.
minutes. I'm just like, dude.
You should have said, I'm bleeding out. Come. Yeah. They'd be there in 2 minutes.
And of course, it took like 20 minutes for them. It's just like, I don't understand. It's just bad. It's just bad.
It's bad.
It's so bad.
Dude, I have a
The
story
cops.
for you. I have a story for you.
Yeah.
This was during the fall this year. I'm on a walk with Teddy on my block. I don't notice it, but Teddy notices it first. There's a little bird. It's like this big, right? And it's not on a tree. It's not on a branch. It's on the grass. And it's just standing there like this. It almost looked fake. And it's a little white bird. Like a little, and I realized, I'm like, oh, that's a house bird. That's someone's bird. Like, it looks like a little parakeet.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be out on the grass. It's going to get eaten by something.
Yeah.
And it can't fly. There's no way it can fly. So I see it. I'm like, shit, what do I do? And I'm like, I guess I got to call the cops. I don't know who to call. So I call the cops. I'm like, 911, like, all right, I don't call the cops. I call
The police department.
my town's police department.
Yeah.
I say, hey, I'm looking at this bird with my dog and like, it looks like a house bird. She's like, okay, no problem. I'm going to put you in touch with animal control. I go, great. She links me to animal control. This is what I hear. I'm trying to recreate it. Hello? And I'm like, hey, I'm here over on blah, blah, blah road. And I got this little bird. I think it's a house bird. Like, I just don't want it to, get eaten or like killed or something. I don't know. So what do I do? They're like, where are you? And I tell them, and they're like, okay, I'll be there in like, just stay in the area if you can. And I'll be there in like 30 minutes. And I'm like, wait here with the bird? And they're like, yeah, just stay right there. And I'll be there in 30. I'm like, okay, you leaving now? He's like, I'm going to leave in like 15 minutes. I'll be there in 30 minutes. Okay, bye. Click. So I'm standing there with Teddy. Poor Teddy's standing there. He's like, are we walking or like, what are we doing? He didn't even care about the bird anymore. I'm staring at this bird. It's doing like a peck on the ground.
No.
It takes 2 steps this way. It pecks on I'm there 30 minutes with this bird. Other people are like passing on the street. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like,
It's the man and his bird.
there's a bird. I'm waiting for the animal control to show up. Finally, I see from the distance, 30 minutes goes by. It looks like a cop car from the distance. The closer it gets, I'm like, that's not a cop car. That's an old cop car that someone took and like renovated into like their vehicle. Like, so he pulls
Those are
up.
the best.
Guy parks in the middle of the street. Like, doesn't even pull to the curb. He's like crooked halfway in the street. He comes out. He's got no hair in the front. Like, he's bald in the front. His hair goes down to his ass. And he comes out and he's like all kinds of shapes. He's like 5 feet tall. He's like 22. Yeah, it's the crazy, and like has gloves on. I'm like, the image of him, bro. Just it looked like Penguin walked out of the. See, like the old Penguin. It looked like he walked out of the car, and I'm like, and I'm like, oh, the bird's here. He goes, oh yeah. He goes to the back. He gets a net, like a butterfly net. He gets the net. I'm so mad. He gets the net. He goes, all right, little guy. Let me see here. What are we gonna do to get you here? He throws he swings the net one time. The bird looks at him, goes like, fuck off, flies into a tree.
No. You didn't get
a
it?
quarter of a mile into the sky, like the other block he lands, and he's sitting in the tree now. And I look at him, he's like, well, these things happen sometimes. If you see it again, let me know, and I'll come back out. I go, I will never call you again. That's what you do? I waited here a half hour with this fucking bird. My dog waited by my side, sweet, just waited for you to show up, do this with a weak ass arm and miss it, and the thing goes into the. So now I don't know. Why did I wait? And I waited, dude. I waited 40 minutes for you to I could have done that. Yeah. You don't have anything. You don't have a net gun or something. That's like
crazy.
Nothing. And he didn't even. He like clumsily walked over to it and so out of shape. I don't know, bro. It got me mad. Just inefficient.
Yeah.
Animal control.
Just honestly, respect for you to wait.
I waited 30 minutes, dude.
I respect though.
I saw like a bomb in a mailbox. I thought it was a bomb. in Little Falls. I was driving by going to work, and then I saw it looked like an electrical box or a mailbox, like an old mailbox, like where you put on the side of this brick building.
Yeah.
Smoke is like billowing out of the thing. I go,
what the fuck?
Should I call the cops? I call them. I said, just so you know. They're like, where? I'm like, dude, listen to me. This ice cream shop and then this pizza shop in between there. What's the smoke look like? I'm like gray smoke, dude. It smells like an electrical fire. Come check it out, please. It could be a bomb. I don't know. Click. I just hung up on them. They probably thought it was me. Now that I think, what's your name? Dave. Click. You know, like,
you're gonna be getting a call.
Yeah, later. Yeah. I'm on a list or something. They didn't even call me back.
There's no urgency, bro. There is no urgency.
I'm like, people are walking by this thing.
It's crazy.
It looks like a bomb's going off. And then the next day I saw it. It was opened up and it was smoke. It was soot everywhere. Mm. So they took care of it, whatever it was. But like, I don't know. I felt the urge. When I feel the urge to call the cops, I'm calling the cops.
Yeah,
you got to do it.
Of course,
you got to reach out.
But sometimes you feel like it's just like,
yeah. But they. I
actually
like
had a great. Oh man, because I told you the homeless guy.
Yes,
that came by.
Dude.
This was actually such a good experience because I don't want to just shit on cops all the time.
Yeah.
But it was like I called. I'm like, hey man, like this guy I've been having, he comes around all the time. He's always been coming around here. And he always stays here, and I try to help him out and let him chill. And if he needs a place to be in the shade from the sun, or if it's raining, just be underneath the thing. You know what I mean? Try to help him. But sometimes people tell me like, oh, get him out of here, and I'm like, hey buddy, can you just go somewhere for a little bit?
Yeah, take a walk.
That kind of thing. And he didn't show up for like months and months. Then winter started coming around, and dude's randomly shows up, and he's just sleeping in the corner, cold.
Yeah,
in the cold. And after I think he was there for like a day or two. I didn't see him, and then my one of the people in the building were telling me that he was there again, and they were like, he kind of seems like something's wrong, like doesn't seem like normal. So I would go to check, and yeah, he wasn't responding or nothing. And normally he was like good, like he'd like get kind of angry if you talk to him, but
really
he'd at least respond.
Yeah.
But here, he wasn't responding or anything or moving. I saw him breathing, but I was like, I don't know. So I just called the cops, and he's like, oh, no worries. Like, we'll come. 10 minutes.
They were there.
They're there. Guy comes, checks on it. He's like, yeah, he seems like, he's not responding and soiled himself. And, he's not doing well. Seems like he has something wrong. And they call the ambulance. They come. They pick him up. They take his stuff. Nicely.
Wow. I wonder what they do with this stuff.
Yeah. Well, they left some of the stuff, but he just had money on the ground.
Wow.
Seemed like he was some sort of problem. I think he started getting mental problems or something. They took him, they picked him up, put him on a stretcher, brought him out.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was fine.
Dude.
And then the guy was like, yeah, I haven't seen this guy around at all, ever. I don't even know who this guy is.
Good thing you called, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of people probably saw him, didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
Or just saw him and were kept moving. But it's good that you called.
Yeah. Scary.
You know what? There's nothing that separates you from him during this time of year. It's easy to forget, you could be in his situation.
Yeah. At least at least he's in the hospital for a little bit, a little warm.
Yeah.
'Cause that's crazy, dude.
It's all you can do. I know, it's sad.
In a blanket, just in the corner.
Sad, dude.
Somewhere.
I know.
It's rough.
It's a dark world sometimes, Mikey. I got some questions for you, bro. I want to rattle some off, and we could brainstorm. We can answer them. We don't have to answer them.
Let's do it, man.
Let's just see what comes up.
I'm excited.
And this may be a bad day to do this.
No, just do it.
I just realized because you're not feeling.
Just do it, man. I'm back. I'm energized.
Let's go. I
just needed this,
Yeah, me too. A little therapy.
Yeah.
If you could ask yourself one question of your future self, if you could ask your future self one question, what would you ask yourself?
Future self. One question. That's an interesting question. Future.
Yeah.
Probably be like, are you happy? You know? You happy right now? It's probably it. Simple. I don't know if I want to know anything else. You know?
Yeah.
I just want to know, you happy? You chilling?
You good? That's a good question.
What about you?
That's great. I want to like copy it. Yeah. Yeah, it's scary to even think like, what if I ask a thing I don't want to know the answer to? Like, what if it's a bad answer?
Yeah, I don't want to know anything. Like, even like, what should I do? You know?
Yeah.
I'd rather like figure it out.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
I feel like do you ever feel like this? If you knew what you had to do, you'd fuck it all up.
Yes.
I feel like I would not be able to. If someone's like, this is your journey and this is what you're gonna do and you're gonna be successful in it, I'd be like,
oh no, I can't do that.
It's over.
I can't do this. And it's like, no, you already do it. Like you do it. And I'm like, no, now that you told me, I know I'm gonna drop the ball.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. Yeah, I'm always in the camp of like if a soothsayer or like a palm reader or something's like, oh, I could tell you something about your future. Keep it to yourself. I don't want to know.
I don't go to them.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what age I'll die. I don't want to know what happens in my love life. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. It's one of the best qualities about life is that you don't know what's coming. Even though it's like partially the scariest thing because you don't know, it's equally like the best part because everything's possible. Everything's on the table. You know what I mean? There's infinite possibility for your life. And we could get stuck in like the thought like, if I don't know what's coming, how can I be ready for it? Or if I knew everything, then I'd be at peace. And it's like, no. If you knew everything, you'd be stressing about what's to come. We at least don't stress about what's to come, except like death. But anyway. Yeah, I'd say something similar, I think, bro. I think I'd ask myself like, I almost don't even want to know how everything worked out.
Yeah.
I just want to be like, you feel good? Like, do you love yourself? Do you love yourself? Are you happy with who you are? And if I was like, yes.
Yo, even the answer to that, I'm like,
if the answer is no, I'm like, yo, I'm getting back into therapy ASAP. Go to therapy if you need therapy, and we all need therapy sometimes.
I got a question, dude.
You got it? I got more. Go ahead.
We're gonna switch off.
Okay.
You know what I wrote down? I wrote, we constantly bend our lives to fit kind of the narrow like opening to like get by.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we kind of have to force ourselves to kind of keep moving on. You know what?
Yeah.
How do you think we can make that easier? How do you be more ready?
I guess do it in small ways in your life, like let go of things more frequently, like get rid of stuff you don't need. Get rid of it. Like you're prepping yourself for not being attached to things that I don't know are part of your identity or something, like things that you hold close. Like it'd be like, all right, I'm going to throw out all my wardrobe and I'm just going to get clothes every day. Or I'm just going to see what comes to me and I'm going to wear that. That's like a stupid example, but I'm just trying to think of like, how do you prepare yourself to like let go and maneuver into the transitions of life more like easily?
Yeah.
Like, cause you set up a home is, it's like nesting. It's like, this is my spot and like, I'm going to make it cozy and comfortable and it's home now.
It's like a bird when it gets all the little twigs.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna put that twig here. I'm gonna put that little fern,
little Twix
here.
wrapper.
Yeah, that little Twix wrapper stuffing in this corner. Yeah, insulate that with the newspaper. So that's hard, man.
Yeah.
How would you prepare?
I feel like
can you prepare?
You have to face kind of hard things immediately
Oh, I love that.
and not push things aside that you know you have to deal with,
Yeah.
right? Because the more you have that you have to worry about, the longer it's not going to be dealt with. And the more you're just going to keep putting things off, and then that's going to degrade what you think about yourself. Like, I don't get shit done. I don't do things. I'm not serious. You know? I think the more we accomplish, or at least face head on, the more we can kind of be easier with it. Because it's the only way you can do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I hear what you're saying.
Things we were scared of.
Yeah,
You
dude.
got to just face them all first. Fast.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, don't put it off.
Get used to it.
Yeah. Get used to facing the hard things.
Yeah.
That's a great answer. Damn, Mike. That's a great answer, bro. Do you do that?
Sometimes. A lot of times, no.
Yeah. It's easy not to.
Yeah.
It's way easier not to.
Yeah.
You
no.
pay for it in the long run.
Oh
but-
man, I mean with certain things. I know like for a long time I was really bad at when you need to have a talk with someone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
No talk from me.
Yeah.
Initiated by me? No.
Not going to happen. Yeah. I
But,
understand.
yeah, I had to learn that.
Yeah. Because anytime
Think about like, oh my goodness, like how much time you could save by you're doing something.
stress.
You're even a friendship or a relationship
Yeah,
that
dude.
is just wrong.
Yeah, bro.
You're just going through it because you're like, oh, it's gonna be hard if I say anything.
Yeah, but you know what? It hurts the other person more.
That's both people.
Yeah.
Insane.
You're stressing out crazy.
Yeah.
The other person probably feels it.
Yeah.
And you're just both like not addressing what needs to be addressed. And it's going to save you both anyway.
Yeah.
You know, it hurts at first and then it just saves you. But, dude, I've been victim of that and guilty of that many times in my life.
Yeah, dude.
And then when I did the thing, like had the hard conversations, it always like sucks and then it's great.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's always great. Yeah. So I love that answer, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh man.
Hit me, dude.
What is something you finally come to terms with, Michael?
Come to terms with, huh?
Yeah, what'd you come to terms with lately? You finally done it.
I think I've come to terms with not everyone's going to like you. And if you like, I like just, I don't mind being just in my own space. You know? I feel like this is hard actually. I don't know if I come fully to terms with it.
Okay.
'Cause sometimes I feel like, oh, if I'm doing something, if I'm not busy or doing things, I feel like I'm not productive and I'm not amounting to anything. I'm not doing anything with my life.
Yeah.
And that can mean like, I don't have plans on the weekend. That's what that could mean.
Yeah.
You know, that means I'm a failure,
Right.
you know?
Right.
But I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at being like, no, you could just be a normal person.
Yeah.
And like, remember that, you know, and not hold myself to this impossible standard,
Fair.
you know?
Yeah, man. I love that.
Yeah.
That is an impossible standard, right?
Yeah.
You can never match the output at like
it just makes no sense.
yeah, you inflated it. You inflated like what a productive person
Yeah.
is.
Like someone asked me like what I'm doing on the weekend, and then I'm like, yeah, you know, I haven't really done anything.
Yeah.
And then like, but I had like a work call in the morning. I had went to the gym, did this, did that, and I'm like, I'm just doing nothing. I'm a failure.
Oh,
That's what in my mind,
hate that.
what I do to myself.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
Yeah, man.
it's stupid.
No, it's not. It's not stupid at all, bro. I hit you with the same shit years ago.
Yeah.
Not even years ago. A year ago.
Yeah.
Feel like a failure.
Yeah.
You're not a failure. You're just a human. You can't be on all the fucking time. You can't be agitate in real
You can
life.
have a weekend.
Dude, you can do nothing, and it's not nothing. It's something. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make you anything. It doesn't make you a failure. But I know the feeling of like you beat yourself up, feeling like you're a failure
Yeah.
when you're not productive enough, whatever that means. You know, and you compare yourself to others. Is that why? Have you been comparing? Or is it just a me looking at myself thing?
I think it's things I know that have to be. I don't think it's comparing. I think I've been pretty good at not comparing.
Good.
I think it's a lot of I should be doing something instead of nothing. Or I have things to do instead of nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You feel like you're missing something?
Not missing. I just feel like I should be working on work that I have to do.
What you know to do. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like an example for like the video clips editing.
Yeah.
I know I have a session with Jim now. I
Yeah.
know I have this. I'm like, I should be doing that. I should be doing that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like then mentally, it's like this relationship I have to fix of like, we just did it. Like we have a schedule. Just do it on the time that you have.
Create
that
a
you
work
can do
flow.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Understood.
it when you can.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of like I don't want to like in those moments where like on the weekend where I'm feeling like I don't like I should be doing this. I'm like, but what if I don't feel like doing it?
Yeah.
You know, like I'm like, no, you have to. You know, like, and I make myself feel like shit.
You beat yourself up.
Yeah,
I got you.
and it's stupid.
It is stupid
You know,
to do that to yourself. But
I'm
it's
like
also
arguing
not
with
stupid.
myself about what you should be doing. I'm like, I'm alone. What am I doing? When I lay it out like this, I'm like, it's so. Just do it or
It's
not,
amazing.
dude. Do it or not, and accept it.
Isn't that amazing? It's
Yeah.
amazing the battles you have with yourself in here.
Yeah.
How they can just like you can create two forces that like duke it out with each
Yeah.
other, and one inevitably comes out the winner, and it's like usually the one that you beat yourself up about.
Yeah.
You're the loser. It's like you're not the loser, dude.
Yeah.
You know, you had a
I
human.
don't even gotta
moment.
talk to anyone, dude. I can just
You're
fight myself.
Just fighting
man.
in your head, in your house, like by yourself. It's just amazing. You don't check your brain, bro. Yeah, man. So that's what you come to terms with, dude. I love it. This is a little dark,
Okay.
and you don't have to. How about this? Don't
Just
answer it.
say it.
Just think about it.
I like to say it.
Yeah. I just come up with ones that make you.
You know what? I'm very open to answering anything. You know that.
I know that. I know
Yeah.
you are. I'm just
I'll
saying.
answer anything you want.
Sometimes it takes some time to get there. If you could write a book about your father, what would the last sentence be?
Ooh, my goodness.
It's tough, man.
What the?
Tough.
That's not even a. You expect me to come up with a last
What did
sentence?
I just say? What did I just say? You don't have to answer it, just to make you think.
Holy crap.
This makes you kind of ponder.
Now, a last sentence of a book, should it be important?
It's your book.
So when I think of books, I'm like, I haven't read a lot, but the last sentence I don't really think about. Right?
Fair. I do a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Is there any good like last sentences of a book?
You like normal people. Normal people kind of ends with like a really.
I don't remember the last sentence. So.
I can't put it together now, but I remember being affected by it.
Yeah.
Sometimes very simple,
I read that
very
one too.
simple sentences can crush you at the end of a story. You know what I mean? Like it could be very short.
Yeah.
Just a phrase or something strung together, but it ties it up perfectly. Man.
I'm kind of formulating. I'm formulating something.
Bro. This is tough. I think it would have something to do with, for my dad, like it's something how the man was able to like go hands in hand with the boy he was, like with peace and a full heart into like a warm sunset. That's like my hopeful last sentence for my dad.
Ooh. Dang. Wait, you're good at this, man. What the heck?
You know, your boy writes.
Hey, man. Hold on.
Your boy writes.
Let me think of some words.
Think of something, bro. For Pops.
Figure out my vocab.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Pops.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
I think what I have coming up would be kind of like a how would you say it? Like an ask of the reader.
I like
Be sort of like a don't forget to enjoy the time you have here. Kind of. Don't forget to enjoy the world you created.
Wow, dude. Perfect. Perfect last sentence. I love that for your pop. That's awesome, man.
And that's rock and roll.
That's rock and roll, dude. He's a rock and roll artist.
He is.
Last question one of the last questions I have for you.
Let's get it.
When you die, we gotta go real dark now. This is the dark. I saved the darkest for last. It's not darkest. Technically, it's really light. But yeah, we all die. Guys, we all die. The body can't sustain life forever. And when we do go, who do you think, and then don't answer this, but just think about it. Who do you think will be sitting at that grave the longest? Isn't that a tough one?
Jeez, man.
Isn't that a tough one?
What is wrong with you?
Isn't that tough?
Yeah. Damn.
It's tough.
That is tough.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just a question for the listener, dude. And us, but that shouldn't be answered, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Yeah. But that is a tough one.
It makes you think.
Think about, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes you think, dude. So at some point, we all go.
Yeah.
And then there's a headstone left of us or a wall or something with our name on it, hopefully. And it's just like a memory. Just, who's going to show up? If anyone ever, at some point, do people just stop showing up, you know? And
yeah.
It's kind of freeing, though, in a way. I used to be really scared of that thought. Like, I guess you want to be remembered. You want, maybe just me. When I used to think about it and death and why I would work so hard or whatever, part of it I think was because I want to be remembered and not forgotten. And I want my life to be significant and to last, to be meaningful. And the thought of like, what if no one cared? Like ever? Like what if one day everyone who ever knew you is gone as well? And the memories that were told about you don't get told anymore. And, then what? And I used to get really like a tight chest when I think about that. But also I think like, that's okay. Like, I don't know. Not everyone's supposed to be remembered forever for works done. Even the people that we remember from the past, like one day they'll be forgotten and no one will speak about them either. Yeah. Like when the world is cooked, as the kids say.
Yeah. So
it's not a hopeless thought. So now you can live. Like now you could go on and do, or just be. Now you could go on and be what you are and like who you are and enjoy instead of like struggle, cling, like fight tooth and nail to be remembered forever. It's like, that's exhausting to me.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that's what I come to terms with. Like one day I'll be forgotten. Whoa. One day I'll be forgotten and the people who have loved me and told stories about me and remembered me and kept me alive will be forgotten. And that's okay. This life, I get to let go of that thought, that plaguing thought of like, what are you going to do to never be forgotten? What are you going to do to keep your name alive and the voices of others and like just be here forever? Then you'll never die. It's like, no, we all have a time here. Like we're born and we get to dance while we're here. And like, so I can lean into the dance and hear the music a bit clearer instead of fighting for a future that I don't know, even if it exists or not. Like I'm trying to make it happen. And I was talking about someone about my father-in-law about sacrifice and how it seems in life you kind of have like this duality of choice. It's like an RPG or something. It's like you get to choose. Do you want to be really, really wealthy and be like a billionaire? And I mean top 1% of people, and like go for it. You could do it.
Oh my God.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It is in your potential to like, you can become something if you have the right, like you work really hard and you have a great like base and you have money behind you and all this stuff, and you can like climb a ladder. You could really do it. If you live in the right place, all of it plays a part. Or you seem to be able to or you seem to have this other choice of sacrificing the future for like a present love, a family, a warm existence where there's home, because the other side might be a bit sterile and cold because you were focused on acquiring money. This is you're acquiring like love and presence. There's probably other ones too that you could lean into and like choose. But those two specifically, there seems to be like an agreement. You can try to strike a balance, but that's what it is. It's like there's a scale to be played with here. And this one's heavier now. The family one is much heavier than the money one. The money one is great because we need money to have that family and like thrive and to exist, to feed each other, whatever. So you need money. But how important is money to you when it comes to like setting up your home? Like, I don't know, like whatever the moment looks like to you, whatever warm environment you want to create your day to day. But I think family and money, sometimes I've seen it, like where money has flooded a family, a warm family, and it's kind of turned it cold. And then the desires of the family become less about each other and enjoying the presence, whatever gifts they have. And instead it turns to like, how do we keep this? And how do we grow this? And how do we expand this? It's like business. It's like you go into business. Don't go into business with your friends. Like you get too big, you're going to hate it. Like, this is my scale. I'm not willing to like sacrifice that now. But I don't know if you ever felt that way or not, but I think for me, that's the way I see things. I know it's a bit black and white. There is gray in there. I said you can strike a balance, but there seems to be like the two can't exist incredibly. Like, you know what I mean? Like they both can't thrive at the same time. It's so hard.
Yeah.
Maybe there's the few out there that can do it, and I just haven't seen them or met them.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a sacrifice. I think you're also the oh man, what just left my brain? Hold on. By choosing, either or, it's almost like you are, dude, it's like my brain is like blocking what I want to think right now. I don't know why.
It said you can't think that now.
Just let me think it, please.
Let him have it, brain. Let him have it, brain. Give it up.
It's literally right in my brain.
Don't be a prude, brain. Let him have it.
Please. By focusing. Oh my God. Fuck, it's right there, dude.
It flew away like
it's
that
literally
bird.
in my brain.
It flew away like the white
I feel it
bird.
in my brain.
Oh, man.
It's the Your Hair Podcast.
Dude, I love it. I love you so much.
My brain just, it wiped the past 10 seconds.
We need the shroom tech. We need some kind of alpha brain or something.
I just got destroyed.
We need some nootropics. Remember when we took the nootropics? We were flying. We were cruising, dude.
We were.
Did you watch Gladiator? I forgot to ask you.
No.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't. I knew you wouldn't. You're like, I'm going home to watch it right now. That was Saturday
I'm so
night.
mad right now.
Dude.
I'm so mad right now. But this is the moment.
I don't think it's the
Hold
moment.
on.
I think the moment's passed.
Just say the one thing that you were talking about.
Sacrifice. Money.
The two sides.
Family, love, and then the other side being like money. Like just an infinite amount of money. Just the 1% of the 1%.
The love, once you go into the fucking part of love, and you have to like rely on each other more if you don't have much.
Yes.
You have to, like, you're relying on each other to survive.
Yes.
If you all got everything, you're not interacting. It's further apart.
Yes.
It starts separating, but be like, oh, I don't really need to have much around. I'm got my own shit going on. We fucking got back, dude.
That's a great observation.
It wasn't worth it.
Botanical.
That whole hassle.
Botanical. No, that was great, dude. That was an excellent observation. A great way to go out.
Thank you.
I also sent you a thing I thought was really
I had
awesome.
it written down, but it's done.
You want to bring it up for a second?
Yeah.
Just leave him with this.
Let's just leave them with it. Maybe the journey isn't about becoming anything, but it's about unbecoming everything that isn't you.
Whew. That resonated.
That resonated hard with me, dude. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've been stripping away all the bullshit I've put on top of myself to like hide for 30 years, dude. It's funny, man.
Yeah.
What you can stack on your exterior, what masks you could put on yourself for years just
Pretending.
to be safe and not to be hurt by anything and to just get along with people and to make friends and have relationships. And then like at some point, I hope and pray you reach a point in your life where you start to strip away those things that are not you. First, you find out who you are and you start letting go of those things, man. Letting go of those things. I think the fear is, guys, and I've had this fear for forever. The fear is like, you're not going to be accepted and loved. No one's going to want to talk to you. You will never get anywhere. You'll be ostracized. You're unlovable. That's not true. It's just not true. It's quite the opposite. People will love you more if you get to be yourself. And it's not even about that. Don't even worry about how people are going to perceive you.
Yeah.
It's how do you live as you are? How do you like fertilize what you are?
Yeah.
And see it grow into what it could be, man. To enjoy the sun as you are, not as like a guy trying to enjoy the sun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 I love that you brought up the be yourself thing. Because it's like, people tell you, just be yourself. It's like, bro, what the fuck am I? Who am I? I don't know. Yeah. Be yourself. That's kind of fucking hard sometimes.
So hard, man.
Right?
Genuinely.
Then that, I don't know, that just made me be like, dude, just, all right, be yourself. Strip away all the shit you hate. Strip away all the layers that are bad, that you're like, I don't like this about me.
Yeah.
You know? What's underneath? You got to find something.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's huge.
Start with what do you love? Start right there. What do you love, man? Just start from that place. Journal it a bit and just see where you go.
Yeah.
That's your
homework.
It's all there. Go do your homework, guys.
I got to include, though, I watched Normal People again.
I love it.
And you brought it up because I have to bring it up. Dude, that show, I'm sorry, but it's just the best. I fucking love it, dude.
So good.
I love watching it.
It's so good. What do you love about it?
Oh my goodness.
Leave me with a couple things you love about it.
It's just so real.
Yeah.
It's just so real. It's just like real in the fact that you're just getting two people that like love each other and are meant for each other, but insecurity, just like not like literally shit we just talked about of like pretending, you know, putting on this mask, be like, oh, I'm scared of what people are gonna think of me if I like this person, or just the stupidest things that don't matter, that make us that destroy living, you know, destroy having a good life,
just ideas.
And like through growing up, you realize that, and I just love the like rawness of like seeing Connell like kind of grow, like, because at first I was like, oh yeah, he's kind of like a good dude in the beginning, but you're like, fuck, not really, dude. Really. And but everyone
flawed.
looks at him, flawed, but that's what it is. It's like people can be cool and like get along and, you know, seem like the cool guy and all this shit, but it's people don't really know him. Yeah. And he doesn't even know himself. Yeah. And he learns through what he fucking does or can't do that he's got some fucking things to work on.
Sometimes that's what it takes too, is like a person that you can be yourself with, or start to be yourself with, where they can strip away that stuff with you, alongside you. And then it's like, I see who you are. You see who I am. Yeah. This is going to hurt. Ugh. But like, we got to do this, right? Like, you can be yourself with me and I can be myself with you. And we agree we're not going to hurt each other because there's something about you I love. Yeah. Something about me
you know what part destroyed me?
Which part?
I fucking started crying, bro.
Which part?
After he has his like kind of mental health kind of crisis where he goes to therapy and like breaks down, and then the one person that's there for him on like the Skype call.
Yep.
Like
falling asleep.
The
on Skype.
quiet of those scenes, I'm just like, bro, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it, man. Where she's like totally understanding after all the bullshit
That's home, dude.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. That's where you're accepted for who you are. Man.
I was like, oh man.
That's what friends are, bro. That's
Yeah.
what people who love you do.
Yeah.
They say, you can be exactly what you are with me no matter what. No matter what.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, dude. It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
That's a story. That's a good story.
It is, man. And the ending.
Oh, that's love. That's love. Go watch it if you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
guys. It's Mikey's fave.
That's it. My name's Mike. I'm signing out.
My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind here. Please be kind to one another. Peace.